there, I'm Bev with Bev's Bells, and today I'm going to be doing a workout that is focusing on the upper body and the core. We're going to be doing some transverse plane movement patterns and some sagittal plane. It'll be 3 sets and 3 sets of 2 exercises, back to back with the rest in between. And the first set will be the Woodchop and the hollow body press. So more of a pressing action, plus, as I mentioned, the transverse plane. So pretty much cutting the body in half and moving the upper body for the Woodchop, and the hollow body press, you're pressing, so it's actually more sagittal in that case, but because you're in a hollow body hold and you're resisting that will to kind of do a twist. So it's anti-rotation in the sense that your body wants to move while you have to keep it steady, and just press. And then set 2 is Renegade rows and a Russian twist, and set 3 is a seesaw press, so standing and gorilla cleans. Both of those are pretty advanced, so if you're not confident about doing a basic overhead press, I would stick to just doing single arms, because the seesaw is a continuous motion, and the same with the gorilla clean. If you're not competent in your cleans, I would just do a single clean like this while racking the other bell, or you could just do single arm clean and then switch arms, because the gorilla clean is a continuous motion. It's quite advanced. All right, so we'll start with set number 1. This workout does not include a warm-up, so press pause and do your body weight only warm-up, and something with a light weight, preferably something with overhead warm-up of the shoulders, maybe an arm bar on the floor, walking around the room with this overhead weight for at least 30 seconds, just to warm up the shoulders. I do have some videos of a warm-up as well, if you want to follow one of those. So we'll get right into it. Set number 1, 6 reps, Woodchop, followed by the hollow body press, and then there's a rest. So Woodchop, you grab your working weight by the horns. I prefer to hold it like this. Some people hold it upside down, bottoms up, your choice. The most important part is that when you're pressing the bell, so I'll demonstrate, press your head in sight, follow the eyes, and then you're pressing down on the outside of the foot if you can manage it like that. So you're doing 6 each side. So pressing back into heart center, pressing on the outside of the foot. That's 1 rep. 2. Breathing out. 3. The exertion. 4. 5. Nice big squat. 6. Switching sides. 6. Tap the floor lightly. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now we're going into our hollow body press. So do it to the side so you can see better. So you can have your knees bent at 90, so knees over hips like this, and then doing a pelvic tilt so that your lower back is pressed into the floor. Gauge your TRA, which is that nice band of cord that sort of wraps around you like a girdle. And then you would roll over and grab the bell and press. 6 on each side. Alternately, you can have your legs extended at 45 if you feel that you can maintain that lower back pressing into the floor, or you can go quite low, depending on how strong your core strength is. If your neck fatigues, you can lay down and do it like that, as long as you can maintain that connection with your lower back on the floor. Or lifting up, tips of the shoulder blades touching the ground and rowing. So carefully rolling over, cradling the bell. And 6. Passing the bell over carefully, not over your face. Cradling the bell and down. That's set one round. You can do as many rounds of set 1 as you would like. Doesn't take very long, 6 reps each exercise each side. And now that I've explained things, we can speed up the workout a little bit more so that there's not as much instruction. So we're doing our Woodchop. This time, let's try bottoms up. That's 3 reps. 4, 5. Really kick that hip up when you're squatting. 6. 4, 5, 6. Down on the floor for your whole body. Setting it up and if at any point feel like your form is faltering, you can't maintain that connection where your core is nice and tight, glutes are tight, and anything overhead you're feeling like it's wavering, I would suggest you go down and wait, because you could potentially really hurt yourself. As a general rule, I also like to watch the bell when it's overhead. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down on the ground. So, let's see if we can do, right. So, create the bell, bring it to you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, ringing the bell, and place it down carefully. And that's round 3. All right, so moving on, let's do set number 2, which also focuses on the transverse plane, renegade rows, and Russian twists. So those both are also pulling actions, where the Woodchop hollow body press primarily a pressing action. All right, so for the renegade row, you can use elevated surface like a yoga block. You could also have your hand on a kettlebell while you're up here, and then you would row. So you would actually have more kettlebell here, more centered underneath your face and rowing. Or you could have the block, or something even a little lower if you wanted just to reduce the tension on the wrist. Find the hand on the kettlebell quite hard for me, and my wrist is quite sensitive, so it's not my preferred method. Making sure that you have a nice wide stance with your legs, so you're like wider than your mat, or at least wide as your mat. And the hand that's not rowing is more underneath your face, and shoulder, elbow, wrist in line. So 6 each, and then we'll do the Russian twist. So place the kettlebell there, just ready for you. Get into your high plank. Make sure you have a bit of a slight bend in your elbow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Russian twist. So, nice upright torso, nice flat back, and when you rock back to lift your legs, which if you want to do quite advanced, have a bit of a pelvic tilt, so a posterior tilt under, right? Just protect the lower back. If you're not that advanced in your core, keep your feet grounded and your gaze is following the bell. If you're up here and you want to reduce the strain on your quads, squeeze your thighs together and then pick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. So, trying that again, we're going to go from this top renegade row. sure you have a nice wide platform. Your bum is down, glutes are tight, core is pulled in, and rowing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a transverse plane because your lower half is stationary and you're resisting that urge to rotate, anti-rotate, other than just a slight upper body row. But your lower half is stationary and not moving. Nice plank form. All right, so Russian twist. Give your bell nice and close. Squeeze the thighs together. Posterior tilt under. Glutes are tight, core's pulled in. Belly button nice and tight in. And breathing in, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Try and keep your legs as stationary as possible and your knees evenly together, especially if their feet are lifted off the ground. All right. Round 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last time. Squeezing thighs together. Chest is out, shoulders away from the ears. Little posterior tilt. Glutes are tight. Belly button's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Excellent. So, moving on to the third and final set. This is sagittal plane. So, focused on combination of pressing and pulling. Sagittal plane is so up, down, and backwards, forwards. So basically your seesaw press, which requires, well, this will require 2 bells for both exercises. And your gorilla clean. Again, as I mentioned, if you're not that advanced in your presses, I would recommend just doing single arm press, 6 on one side, and then switching sides, or if you don't have two bells. And the same with the clean, and I'll demonstrate that afterwards quickly. So seesaw press, 6 reps total. So that's, a rep would be 1. So cleaning the bells. Starting with 1 overhead and then moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's my limit. Yes, still recovering from some bizarre illness I had in the summer. Knocked me out for months, and lots of joint pain the right shoulder is still very, very sensitive. Certain movements doesn't agree. So I might end up using a 10 kilo for this arm. So gorilla cleans, again, you could end up doing just single arm cleans like this, 6 on each side. Or if you have progressed further than that, you can have one racked and just continuously clean on this side 6 times and then switch. Or you can do alternating. But the gorilla is this. You're going, that's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Carefully placing the bells down, using your legs and glutes. So, I think by far this will be a more challenging set for me. Like I said, I'll probably end up using a 10 for the right arm. It's not quite happy yet with a 12. Either that or I'll do a push press with lots of lower body. So we'll try it again and see if I can do a second round with a 12. So seesaw press. Start with this one here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And cleans. Gorilla cleans next. Take a breather. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And down. Good. Whew. Definitely gets your heart rate up. Now, if you felt like you wanted to do more than 3 rounds of each set, by all means, knock yourself out, but make sure that your form is solid, because if you fatigue too much, and you're, say in your seesaw presses, you're starting to waver, you could really hurt your shoulder. So if you feel like you can't maintain that nice straight line, wrist, elbow, shoulder, then I would recommend that you go down in weight. Slow down, take bigger rests in between each set or each round of the set. And you know, eventually, like I said, you could go down in weight. All right, last one, set 3, starting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Okay. All right. Make sure at all times belly button's pulled in, right? Core solid, glutes are tight. Okay. And then there's very low risk of hurting your QL, your lower back here, because everything is tight and basically securing it. It's like a safety net, right? So, cleans. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, placing them down carefully. And we're done. So 25 minutes. And if you added in a nice body weight only and kettlebell, lightweight kettlebell warm up, you'd have easily a 30-minute, possibly 40-minute workout, which is more than enough to challenge you. And depending on your weights, you don't need many reps at all. I used 6 reps left and right, and that was good enough for me. All right, take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this sort of shorter, on the shorter end of workout, and take care, and yeah, we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.